Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend. I came across something on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, and this truly warmed my heart because this came from somebody that has no kids but is paying attention to what is going on. So I saw this Twitter post from Nick Snyder, and it says, I've seen so many posts recently of kids being bullied in school, and I just want to take a moment. I have a lot of respect for those who actually take care of their kids and are in their lives. I can't even imagine how difficult it is not to beat the parents of a bully's ass. Now, that we cannot do. For number one, I always tell my kids this. Bullies are totally insecure with themselves. So what's the next best thing for them to do? Is pick on somebody they feel they're not going to get a reaction from, or they feel they're bigger than, or in size, or maybe pick on somebody that's more timid, more reserved. But a bully is a bully at the end of the day. I can't explain to you guys how I've been down the road. My kids, from when my 25-year-old was in high school, right down to my now 12-year-old that's in middle school, they were all bullied. I am a stay-at-home mother. I take care of my kids. I'm there for my kids. I'm at their beck and call. Whatever they need, I am there. Now, the reason 2 of my kids were bullied was because they were quiet, timid, reserved, not all about the drama, stuck to themselves, And whereas now, the 3 other kids are being bullied because of the color of their skin, the type of hair, and where their parents have come from. Not where they have come from, but where their parents have come from. Now, in regard to my older daughter, she was in high school and she kept getting bullied because she's not about the boys, she's not about the drama, she was all about her schoolwork. And that's what we've instilled in our kids. You're not allowed to date until you're 18. Education is the most important thing. Nobody can ever take that away from you. Remind our kids on a daily basis how beautiful they are, how intelligent they are, how smart they are, what strong kids they are. They're individuals. They are leaders and not followers. That's what we instill in our kids. We reassure them. Not a day that goes by. I'll give you an example. When I dropped my 2 younger ones off at their school bus, and my daughter, the small one, she is so petite, and her sister will always say, oh, but she's so beautiful. They always pay each other compliments because that's the way they were raised. I don't need somebody to come and tell my kid, oh, you're so beautiful. No, that's what I'm there for, to boost their self-confidence, because there's nothing better than having confidence within yourself than to be insecure and expect somebody else to pay you those compliments. And then when you don't get it, you're down, you're depressed, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I went off on a tangent there. When it comes to school bullies, one thing I've learned, these kids are protected. You cannot just go and knock on their doors or speak to them privately or alone. You've got to go through the chain of command. Like I was saying, my older daughter that was bullied in high school, it was a kid in the neighborhood. A kid that I used to take care of. Not because the parent asked me to, but because I used to see this kid and her brother late at night on the street playing. And the reason they were there so late at night was because the parents weren't home. So they were killing time until the parents came home. Until I saw this and found this out and basically kept them in my home until the parents came home, which I feel is the right thing to do. But anyway, that all backfired because this same child that was in my house, that I was keeping safe, turned on my daughter and was bullying her and picking on her. And when I approached the mother about this, she told me to my face that I need to put my child in check. And my child was the one to call her daughter a bitch and proceeds to call me the N-word to my face. When I saw all my kids' faces in their car, instantly what clicked to me is, if I go to jail, what's going to happen to my kids? Because my husband works out of town 90% of the time, and I can't explain to you the feeling of having that N-word called to your face. But this is not about me, this is the school bullies. So what I've learned about parents and the bullies of parents, they're overworked. They have no time for their kids. They just leave their kids to do what they want to do. They don't monitor them. They don't check up on them, which is truly sad. But I also get it, because in these times, these parents are working hard to provide for the home. But also, when it comes to the schools, they're also doing jack shit about this, because the kids are protected. All I'm saying, you guys, this is a major issue. There is a chain of command. I will link some resources down below, which I find excellent. If you are facing this problem with your child, make sure, come hell or high water, you take care of your child. Do not leave that school until your situation is handled. If you cannot get the resolution that you want, find a way. Find a way. Because at the end of the day, those are our kids. We birthed those kids. It's our responsibility to keep them safe, and nobody else's fucking ignorance to make their lives miserable. And I always say this, everything starts in the home. So for those bullies, if your child is experiencing a bully at school, just know that everything starts from within the home. And this has been proven time and time again. Do whatever you need to do. Don't go to the parents' house. As much as it seems you want to do that, don't do that. Go through the chain of command. Do the right thing. Because you cannot sacrifice yourself for other people's fuck-ups. And all these bullies, in my opinion, have come from parents that give a shit about them, that let them do their own thing, that are not there for their kids. As much as you guys want to, please do not. Think about the repercussions it could have on you and your family. Also, make sure you have an open communication with your kids. Let them know that it's okay, that you, above all people, the mom, the dad, is the safest place for them to talk about their feelings, how they're feeling, what they're feeling. I know a lot of parents work, they got to provide for the families. Just 10 minutes of your time, just 10 minutes. If you're laying in the bath, shut the door, have your kid outside the door, but communicate. While you're cooking dinner, let them be at the kitchen table, talking to you about how their day was, how they're feeling, what's going on. Is everything okay at school? That open communication with your kids is everything. Absolutely everything. If you don't have the time, reach out to your community, your neighbors, your family. Ask them to help you out with your kids or your kid. It may not be every day, but make sure that your kids are taken care of. And if things still don't get better, you can always have your child transferred to another school. Keep pushing at that school for this situation to be sorted out. Not a few weeks ago, when my daughter had an incident at school where she was being called all these names and nobody must associate with her because she must go back to her country, I picked up the phone immediately and I spoke to the vice principal and I said, let me tell you something. First of all, my child wasn't even born in South Africa. I was. So if you're allowing this ignorant kid to say these ignorant things to my child, we're going to have a problem if you don't sort it out. I'm giving you 15 minutes and I expect a call back to let me know things have been resolved. And if not, I will see you in 15 minutes time. About 20 minutes later, he called me and he says, Mrs. Smith, I'm so sorry for what happened. He sorted the kid out and everything sorted out. He apologized and everything is done and he has taken care of the kid. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. I truly do appreciate that. But at the end of the day too, I always say it goes back to the home. Make sure that your kids are respecting those teachers, because those teachers teach for the love of it and not for the money, people. They earn fucking peanuts. So for your child to come to school and disrespect their teacher, my kids know better. They definitely know better. That is unacceptable. They doing me a favor, and I can only talk for myself. They are doing me a favor because there's no way in hell do I have patience to be homeschooling my kids. I don't. I am 100% and eternally grateful for all teachers out there. They are amazing. So for your kid to come to school and disrespect that teacher, you are the problem. That parent is a problem because that parent is not putting their child in check. So you guys, as I said, I will leave resources down below. If you are having that issue, reach out. Talk to whoever you need to talk to, but get it resolved and make sure you have that open dialogue with your kids. Make sure they're comfortable with speaking to you. And last but not least, let your kids know how beautiful, how handsome, how smart, how you appreciate them, and that they can achieve anything they want to when they put their minds to it. And you love them no matter what. Just keep that open dialogue. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be safe out there. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Please be kind to one another and don't forget to make good memories. Bye guys.